for that dog shit pick. What the fuck were we thinking? What the fuck were you thinking?
Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Jimnasium, the second episode of the new year. As always, it is me, XFL Jim.
I love a fucking football.
And as always, I'm trying to do some new things here. As always, we're joined by the man, the myth, the legend himself. It is the slow JoJo, Chase Lupine Fiasco Sesums. What is up, my man?
It's my jam too. That is my shit.
I thought I would bring it in for you.
Thank you. You elicited I think exactly the response that you're trying to get out of me there, which was I'm all turned up now.
We're ready.
Yeah, man.
I've got the juices flowing. We're gonna talk some national championship. We're gonna do a little recap of the playoffs and a little bit of bowl season.
Real quick, I've been working on my Big X the Plug A. You know, I want you to tell me how I'm doing. Ready? Here we go.
I'm ready.
Aye.
Ooh, that's pretty good.
Aye.
You gotta get some music behind it. Get some like old timey beats behind. Oh, dude.
Yeah.
That could work.
There we go. I'm sorry to interrupt. Please continue.
So obviously we're gonna talk some national championship. We're gonna talk some playoff games, some bowl season in general, just kind of our thoughts and vibes. We'll obviously talk a little NFL. Last week of the regular season of the NFL, playoff scenarios, and of course, there's still a little bit of UFL I want to talk about. I'm going to talk about that more on Spring Fever this week, but shout out the UFL. And of course, we're going to end the show with some spinning. We got to spin it, boys.
Got to spin those wheels.
We're not only
wheels. Not only are we a podcast, we're slots influencers now.
We are slots influencers first and foremost. Let's take a look backwards right now at the end of bowl season. Really just the playoffs, because like the Citrus Bowl, the Fiesta Bowl, and the ReliaQuest Bowl did not matter and do not matter.
No.
The only one of those games that was at all competitive was LSU 35 over Wisconsin 31. The other two were just pure blowouts. Shout out Iowa for getting us one more under, though.
Yeah, 13-1. 13-1 in unders. They get a new offensive coordinator next year, so like who knows? Maybe this was the last year of Iowa unders.
I doubt that.
Who are we kidding? We're going to
be right back on that train, baby. So let's go playoff game by playoff game. We had the Rose Bowl to start us off. Michigan wins it 27-20 over Alabama. I thought both playoff games to start were amazing.
You know, it's funny is we had a lot of problems with who made it into the playoff and who didn't make it into the playoff. But at the same time, like we got our most competitive playoff that we've had, our most competitive 2 playoff games that we've ever had, probably.
Well, last year's were competitive too, if you remember.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
At least the play-in games. Like everyone remembers the national championship blowout. But like Ohio State, Georgia, and Michigan, TCU were very like competitive, close games last year.
Yeah, I guess that's true. Though TCU was blowing out Michigan early, they came back. Yeah. That's right. Yeah. So okay, that's fair. But traditionally, there's always been a blowout in the play-in games. So
traditionally, I think both of them usually are like blowouts for the most part.
Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, it was good that it was competitive, because I think if it had been non-competitive and Florida State had been left out, then a lot of people would have had a lot of shit to talk. I really didn't have any more shit to talk after the games being close.
My shit talk is I still deserve Florida State deserved to be there over Alabama. But I never for once thought Alabama-Michigan wasn't going to be a very entertaining and competitive game.
Agree.
I also felt similarly for both games, but I felt weirdly this one in particular. But I felt it for both of them. I felt Michigan kind of subtly dominated this game, and just Bama was hanging around, but like kept being in it or leading. But it just, in my mind, I felt like Michigan was the better team for the most part.
I could See, for the most of the game, I watching it, I kind of thought like by a certain point, it's like, okay, Alabama should win this. Like this should be Alabama's game. Like they just have to do Alabama stuff. And I don't know. I guess it was more the play calling than anything else that I have to say is the reason Alabama didn't win, because Tommy Rees, like that was a terrible ball game that he called. That like he looked bad as
The
as a
offensive line didn't
coordinator.
look that great either for Bama.
No, but I mean, I put that on the coordinator, honestly, in the play calling. Like, you can do things in your play calling so that they're not just pinning their ears back and coming every single down, which they were able to do for pretty much the entire first half.
I I think Michigan started the way that we both kind of thought they would and worried they would, and they've started the last couple playoffs where they start with their foot in their mouth and just trip up and just plant their face solidly. Starting the game with what should have probably been like a pick,
Right.
and getting that
Right.
back. Like they started this game rough.
They
They came together, but they didn't need, like, JJ McCarthy, he won the game. I still don't believe he needed to do anything crazy spectacular to put
No.
Michigan ahead.
No, it wasn't what we thought was going to happen in terms of like game script, where we thought it was basically going to be the opposite of what was going on. We thought it was the Alabama that was going to put all the heat on JJ McCarthy, and that it was going to be up to him to make plays against the secondary, and he was just going to be the Kool-Aid McKinstry show, and it turned out to be pretty much the exact opposite.
It was. Bama didn't get the deep shots that they really like to take. Obviously, they're going to get you on with their feet, but
Yeah,
Michigan holds. They get the dub. And then, in my opinion, the more entertaining bowl game, the Sugar Bowl, Washington wins it 37-31 over Texas.
that was a real sweat.
Oh,
right there.
my God. Again, I feel like we kind of see this with Washington a lot. Washington looked like the clear better team, in my opinion. But through sheer dumbness and weird decision-making, they let Texas come back and almost win.
Yeah, just we love you, Kalen DeBoer, but run the ball.
Please.
Run the ball. Also,
Or
hey,
kneel. Or kneel the ball.
yeah, or Neil. Oh, also Tommy Rees, run the ball. Hey, just run the ball, dude. Run the ball.
I'm so excited. Like, good job, Washington. Michael Penix is the truth. And-
He's still my Heisman winner this year.
He's my Heisman winner, too. And that's partially because I have a future on him, but also partially because I have seen very few quarterbacks that I feel like are as magical in big moments.
Yeah, he always seems to make the big play. That's why I feel like I've got like a banger for a last touchdown play in the national championship game.
I'm so, like, again, people said this about Milroe when Michigan played Bama. They have obviously not played any quarterback near Michael Penix's level.
No, they haven't. No.
And the
no.
receiving talent that he has to throw to. I'm not going to discredit Michigan's backfield. They are probably one of the best backfields that Washington will play this year, if not the best, like, defense, probably.
Yeah.
But also, Michael Penix is clearly the best quarterback.
I think so too. Yeah, I mean the best like pocket passing like pure quarterback, like to me that's him. Like, Jaden Daniels can run a little bit and everything. He's a good quarterback. I still don't understand how. I mean, I guess it's just because the Heisman has turned into like a statistics thing more than anything else, and he just had the yardage to go with it. But I'm with you. It's Penix is the more magical at just making things happen.
And so obviously Michigan is the favorite here. They're about a 5.5 favorite. I believe the big thing will come down to Washington's defense and what they can kind of make Michigan do. Because I believe no matter how good Michigan's defense is, Washington will probably get theirs, and Penix and those guys will get theirs.
That's kind of what I think too. Is that can the Washington defense like just stop Michigan from scoring like once or twice? And if they can, I think they can. Yeah, if they can, then I think Washington can win. And yeah, I'm with you. I think that's all that it takes. Like, I don't know. I when I look at this game and I look about how in terms of super square bets and how I'm going to play it, like I think you just go with Washington on the money line. Honestly, like you could take the points, but like, why would I take the points whenever I feel confident? There are the odds there for the money line. So what is it, like 140 somewhere around there. 160.
165 is what I'm seeing. Yeah, 170 in some books.
I think you take the shot with the money line. Quite on, like give yourself a real sweat, man. Not just the points.
I think that's a good move. Obviously, this is great for me. It's an all Big Ten matchup. Also, if you don't look at it that way, it's very nice. It's kind of like poetic that the 4-team playoff, the national championship when it started, was a Big Ten versus Pac-12 matchup, and now it's a Big Ten versus Pac-12 matchup. Just the other teams. It was Oregon and Ohio State, and now it's Washington and Michigan.
Right.
I kind of like that.
It's kind of, if that moment like put on some reading glasses to show that time has passed and that
it's a very storybook ending
changed.
To the 4-team playoff. And since Ohio State won the first one, I think it's only right that Washington wins this one to kind of like give both conferences a chance.
Yeah, I really want the exploding Pac-12 to win a national championship on their way out the door.
I want it so bad, Chase. I want Washington to win it so bad. I want the death knell of the Pac-12 to be a national championship.
See, this is how you've changed me. Because before I met you, I just would have been pissed off that it wasn't Alabama, Georgia, LSU, and Ole Miss in the CFP.
I'm just happy Washington made it, and I'm rooting for them hard. I'm rooting for them so hard. A big takeaway from bowl season was that this was one of the worst bowl seasons in recent memory for a lot of people.
Yeah,
I think they need to move the transfer portal date.
I think that's a lot of the answer is either moving the transfer portal date, moving the early signing period date, do anything to keep coaches in their spots and keep them recruiting, because like that's the only thing that's keeping people from, that's what's
keep the coaches and the players like where they are for bowl season.
Because it's like all of those things come together to create a perfect storm of like opt-outs and transfers and just really bad bowl games. There were only a few bowls that were doing it right, and it's these boutique bowls that have like fun things going along with it.
Yeah, because it's gonna like people that embrace the fact that it's just an exhibition game and they don't matter and they just want to have fun with it, like the Pop-Tarts Bowl or the Duke's Mayo Bowl or some dumb ones like that. Those are the ones that I feel like succeed, and those ones have good matchups too. The
Cheez-Its Bowl.
Yes.
The Cheez-Its Bowl they had a barber cutting Cheez-Its into people's hair.
That's amazing.
That is amazing. I think I've already talked about my favorite story, which is the Pop-Tart feeding Pop-Tarts to the guy and softly grunting while he does it.
That was hot. Yeah. I do believe next year they should just like actually make it one giant Pop-Tart and not a Pop-Tart filled with Pop-Tarts.
Is that how they did it?
Yeah, it was like they would open it up and it was like full of Pop-Tarts.
I don't. So it's like they were eating the Pop-Tarts at the cellular level?
Yes. I kind of wish it was just one big Pop-Tart.
Don't you love the Christ-like figure that is the Pop-Tart sacrificing himself so that all can
yes,
feel the love of Pop-Tart?
I loved it. I loved everything about the Pop-Tart Bowl.
The Christ-like Pop-Tart Bowl.
Chase, moving our view to the NFL, we actually, I believe, have a lock in the top 11 or top 12 draft orders.
We're not going to talk the bets for the national championship game?
You want to do that first? We'll do that first. Let's talk bets for the national championship. Okay, so obviously, Michigan versus Washington. Michigan's a 5-point favorite. Over under 56.5 for the total. We already said bet the money line for Washington for the Huskies, plus 170.
I know I'm an unders taker at heart. And I loves taking unders. I think I might be an overs taker here, though.
56.5. If we're on Washington, I feel like you have to take the over.
I think you're right. I think I agree with that, because if it's Washington, then it's I think it's definitely more than like a 28-28 game. I think it's like a 35-28 kind of game.
I think so too.
Especially because 28-28 is a tie, and they would have to keep playing until they scored more points.
No, have it end in a tie. Screw it. Let's the new world.
Yeah. Hey, all of a sudden, Bud Selig walks out of the crowd and makes it end in a tie like he did the All-Star game that one time.
Oh, yes. Well, I'm trying to look at other things. Team totals. Michigan's is 30.5. Washington's is 24.5.
Under, over.
But it's minus 130 for the over on Washington.
Yeah, no one wants that.
Plus 110 for Michigan under 30.5. Yeah.
What about the first half, first quarter totals?
First half right here. First half, Michigan is a 3-point favorite. Plus 140 on the money line for Washington. 27.5 is the total. First quarter, Michigan is just a half-point favorite. Plus 115 on the money line. 10.5 is your total.
10.5?
For the first quarter.
For the first quarter, 10.5?
10.5. But the over is juiced to minus 125.
So you definitely don't want to take any of the overs. I think you just play. You could play the. If you don't believe in Washington in the full game, then you can just play the half and quarter.
Play the quarter for sure, even if you don't believe in them, because Michigan is notorious for these slow starts of these games.
Yeah, and I mean sometimes it's just a matter of who gets the ball first. Quite honestly,
also true. Yeah, I kind of like that. I might take Washington plus. Like money line. I don't know. I like them full game. I might also just sprinkle on them first half. Also, Chase, anytime touchdown scores. Right here, you have Blake Corum minus 360, Dylan Johnson minus 121, Roma Dunze even money for anytime touchdown.
Even money for anytime?
Anytime touchdown, Roma Dunze plus 100.
Yeah, I'd take that. What about who else is there? What's that guy? Isn't there a guy named Roman on the
Roman Wilson?
Yeah.
Who's also plus 120 anytime.
I'd also maybe take that.
JJ McCarthy plus 240. I don't hate that either. He's actually deceptive with his speed.
Dude, I believe that like he is like full on drank the Kool-Aid of the Jim Harbaugh Colts.
I think so too.
Dude, it's so bizarre watching him like watch Jim Harbaugh. Like it's scary. It's scary to think how idolized he is.
First touchdown, Chase. We got to put someone on first touchdown.
I think it might be as boring as like Blake Corum, but I don't want to do
plus 300.
that. He's plus 300 though
for first touchdown.
For first, I mean, wouldn't you honestly expect that to be lower for first?
No. I mean, it depends if Michigan gets the ball first.
Why don't we just go in on my boy Roman for first touchdown?
Roman Wilson?
Yeah.
10-1?
Yeah, let's go.
Okay, I'll put how much you want to put on this bad boy?
$2.
Okay, we'll put $4 in. We'll put 2 apiece. That'll buy us a good when we see each other next, we'll buy us a good pack of drinks.
A pack of drinks?
Tasty Bevs. Yeah, a pack of drinks.
A pack of Tasty Bevs.
Pack of Tasty Bevs. Michigan first touchdown, Blake Corum. Washington first touchdown. I almost want to do
the problem with the Washington first touchdown is I don't know their skill position players' names quite as well.
Who will score 2 or more touchdowns?
Roma Dunze.
Plus 500.
Boom.
Actually,
if I think it's a shootout and Washington wins, I want Roma Dunze last touchdown.
Okay, Roma Dunze last touchdown plus 800.
That's the bet. That is the bet of the national championship. That's the clip that we show if that happens. This is the clip that we show if that happens.
8-1.
Boom.
No scorer.
I gotta imagine no score.
So it's only 100-1.
Only 100-1
for no score. Yeah. And then special bets. Let's see what these if there's any decent special bets.
Anything had to do with aliens.
I wish. JJ McCarthy and Michael Penix Jr. plus over 275 passing yards and 4 passing touchdowns apiece.
Hell no.
125-1.
Yeah, no.
No, not doing it.
No.
Damn, I kind of want to do it.
Do you really think JJ McCarthy can do that?
I think he could against this Washington team.
Man, I don't know.
You know what? I'm gonna throw a fiver on there at 125 to 1. And if it hits, we're also playing this part.
Yeah, I mean, if it hits, then there's no limit to the packs of tasty bevs we can buy.
Otherwise, alternate yard specials. Nope, just total yards. Highest scoring quarter, Chase.
Highest scoring quarter, gonna be the third.
Plus 500. It's actually the best odds.
Yeah,
Let's do it. Third quarter, highest scoring.
Do you have any national championship or cleavage bets?
I'm not seeing it. Oh, do you want to bet overtime? Yes or no?
Yes.
Plus 950 for yes.
Yes, we always bet overtime, Jim.
Let's bet some overtime. Okay. Last one for the. Oh, wait. There's two more I want to do, Chase. Halftime, full time, regulation.
Okay. Let's go.
I almost want to go. I want to go draw Washington almost.
Draw Washington. What? That's got to be really
22
good
to 1.
What's Michigan Washington?
Oh wait, if we're gonna bet overtime, you could bet draw as well. Like
yeah, that's true. That's true.
So if you want, do you want to? So Michigan draw is 40 to 1. Washington draw is also 40 to 1.
What about draw?
Draw 50 to 1. You want to do draw?
Yeah, of course.
50 to 1. Let's plug it in there. And then Chase, I think for both of us, it would be very fun. What's the exact score of the national championship going to be?
Ooh, Washington 42, Michigan 35.
Okay, let's see if I can find it. There's a lot of options here.
Yeah.
Washington. What'd you say? Washington
42, Michigan 35.
Okay, that's 180 to 1 odds.
Yeah, it is.
Let's do it. I'm gonna say Washington 38, Michigan 30.
I feel like you're a coward for not bumping that up to a 40 burger.
You think they get to 40?
Probably not.
Okay, Washington 41, Michigan 38.
Whew.
200 to 1.
How's I guess because of like field goals and stuff, and mine was all touchdowns.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it's just squares. That's it. That's the national championship. You heard it here first, folks. Washington wins the national championship. Chase to the NFL.
To the NFL.
I believe we have the top 18 locked in to the first round of the playoffs right now.
Let's hear them. Let's just rattle them off.
At number 1, the Chicago Bears with the Panthers pick.
Yeah.
At 2, it is the Commanders. 3, the Patriots. 4, the Cardinals. 5, the Chargers. Giants at 6. Titans at 7. Falcons 8. Bears again at 9. Jets at 10. Vikings at 11. Then it's the Broncos, the Raiders, your Saints at 14. The Colts, the Seahawks, the Jags, and the Bengals.
Man. That's the Bears are going to be able to do some damage, of course.
Do you think they just go the straight up Caleb Williams?
If I were I don't know. I'm not done with Justin Fields. I think they might be done with Justin Fields, but I'm not done with Justin Fields quite yet.
I think Justin Fields will do very well for whatever team he ends up going to. I don't think he's with the Bears because my opinion is it's hard to say whether you should stick with him or go Caleb Williams. The issue is Caleb Williams you're going to get way cheaper because you're going to have to start paying Justin Fields here soon.
That's true. You can keep Caleb Williams on the rookie contract. Oh, yeah. That's probably why they make a change. That more than anything is why they probably make a change. I don't know. Like I could see like trading down for even more picks and really building a team, building a young core. Like what happens if you put Marvin Harrison Jr. with Justin Fields? Like I feel like that.
Put Roma Dunze with him.
What happens if you put Roma Dunze with him?
I didn't even think this is such a stacked wide receiver class.
Yeah, and that's really I feel like that's really what Chicago is missing. Like they've had DJ Moore, but they really haven't had any other receiving options this year. Like, I don't know. I'm NFL dumb.
Same.
Uncle Rico has kind of made me realize over the years that I've known Uncle Rico now.
Dude, doing his show makes me feel so stupid when it comes to the NFL.
Same. He's way better at that than I am.
What do you want your Saints to do?
They've got weapons. I don't know. Part of me kind of wants a quarterback succession here. Quarterback succession plan because I think they've got weapons. I think that they've got, I don't know, they could use a little bit of help on like maybe the offensive line or something. That's probably about it. I don't know. I'm football dumb.
Same.
NFL football dumb.
The other thing we could look at, Chase, is the playoff brackets, how they're looking right now.
Yeah.
In the AFC, the Ravens have the bye. They are the 1 seed. Congrats to them. They've been just steamrolling everybody for the past 3 or 4 weeks.
I'm very afraid that they're going to flop.
I'm so afraid because I have a future on them. I'm very worried that they're going to like pitter out in the playoffs.
They're my least lucrative future, and it's the I have them as the matchup between the 49ers and the Ravens, like as the finalists. Like that's how I decided to play the future. So I've got like basically 3 futures with the 49ers versus an AFC team. And I used that one, but that's like the lowest paying one because it was so recently.
They're also my lowest paying one. My 2 best Super Bowl futures are the Dolphins at 30-1 and the Browns at 50-1.
Yes, I am on a Browns and 49ers one that would, I think it's like 255.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Geez.
Something like that.
So at the 2 spot in the AFC, it's the winner of the Dolphins-Bills game. Which it's either going to be, if the Dolphins win, that's the Bills at the 7th seed.
Mm-hmm.
And if the Bills win, then they will host the Steelers. And the Dolphins get bumped down to the 6th seed.
I can't believe the Steelers made the playoffs, man.
Yeah, it's pretty wild.
That is pretty wild.
At number 3, you have the Chiefs, who will host the 6th seed, who could be the Dolphins, Bills, or Steelers.
I have a feeling they're going to get the Steelers.
If they get the Steelers, that means the Dolphins would have to win against the Bills. I
think they will. They're up. They're up right now. They're up at halftime.
At number 4, the Texans are hosting the Browns.
The Deshaun Watson Bowl.
Yes.
Featuring Joe Flacco.
And again, at the 5 spot, Cleveland going to Houston. At 6, it's either the Dolphins, Bills, or Steelers. Da-da-da-da-da. And at 7, it's either the Bills or the Steelers.
Okay.
So the way that
it's one of those things where I just have to see it, Jim. I have
the way
to,
the
like,
Steelers
flow chart here.
The way that the Steelers move into the 6th seed is if there's a tie in the Bills-Dolphins game tonight.
Can you describe this dude using your hands?
So here's the Steelers at the 7th seed right now.
Yeah.
Here's the Bills and the Dolphins currently right up here at the 2nd seed.
Yeah.
If the Dolphins win, then the Bills fall down here. Steelers move up.
Okay.
And now the Steelers are in the 6th seed. They go to Kansas City. The Bills will play the Dolphins. Steelers back down here. If the Bills win, then the Dolphins come down to the 6th seed. The Steelers stay at the 7th seed, and they'll play the Bills. I hope that helped.
I think it did. I appreciate you being so flexible for my learning.
The NFC is much more cut and dry right now.
It's true.
The 49ers sit up top with the bye. Also have been very dominant. The Cowboys are hosting the Green Bay Packers, the Mike McCarthy Bowl.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know who I'm going to be rooting for in that one. I kind of like the whole Jordan Love thing and how he's looked recently.
He's looked pretty good.
He's looked pretty good.
But he also knocked my Saints out of the playoffs, technically, so fuck that
fuck
guy.
Him. Fuck him then.
Yeah.
Lions are hosting the Rams. Very poetic.
The Jared Goff Bowl.
The Stafford Bowl as well.
Yeah, that's true. The Goff Stafford Bowl.
I think
would
that's
be an awesome hyphenated name.
That's going to be a great playoff game, I think. I'm very excited for that. Like Detroit just hosting a playoff game too.
I want your child to marry the child of a hyphenated Goff Stafford.
Oh,
to be like, yeah. Yeah.
Yes, Reginald Goff Stafford.
Reginald Goff Stafford.
The Bucks hosting the Eagles.
The
Do you think
Bucks
the
are
Eagles turn it
hosting-
on for the playoffs? Because if they don't, the Bucks might be able to get them there.
The Bucks just might be able to get them. I think they might be cooked, dude.
I kind of want to see it happen. I'm rooting for Baker.
I'm starting to come around on this whole Baker thing. Now that he's been humbled a little bit, you know?
I'm rooting for. I've been a Baker fan literally forever. I'm rooting for him. Hard.
I'm not sure if you can humble Baker. I guess that might be the wrong.
That might be impossible.
It might be impossible. We might find the hardest thing to do in football, which is humble Baker Mayfield.
And that's what your NBC playoffs look like.
All right.
NFC, yeah. I was on the NBC website. But yeah, so basically the only kerfuffle right now is in the AFC in this Dolphins-Bills game.
And this is where the kerfuffle is solved at this point.
It will be.
Yeah.
It will be at the end of today. Kind of hope there's a tie just for funniness.
Me too. And they're showing a tush push, and then they're, oh my god, okay, they're showing like not luge, the toboggan, whatever. What is it called? You know, Cool Runnings.
Oh yeah, cool. Yeah, that's toboggan.
Yeah, they're showing the toboggan and how it kind of works like that with the pushing. So that's cute. I didn't know touchdown. I didn't know Lombardi Lenny was on the Bills now.
Oh yeah.
Old Lombardi Lenny. Are you pulling up the reels? Is that what's happening?
I am pulling up the reels right now. Let me get them
Ooh,
pulled up.
Go to
Shout out!
Landscape
I
here.
did want to say shout out the UFL. They just did their dispersal draft. Going to do a whole deep dive on that on Spring Fever this week and who went where. Case Cook is though our boy. He's
in
on
Memphis?
the showboats now. He's in Memphis.
He is in Memphis. Okay.
We got the
All
reels
right.
pulled up.
Let's see. Since I'm on my phone, I can't see it quite as well.
If you just see anything that catches your eye,
Trinity Reels.
Trinity Reels.
In between Touchdown Gold and the Chili Pepper.
Oh, Trinity Reels.
I'm in a real psychedelic space right now. I feel like Trinity Reels really kind of...
I got an ad on Facebook yesterday for shrooms.
Oh, really?
Yeah, just like the 100% legal shrooms, I guess.
Yeah, I've heard
That's
that
a thing.
I feel kind of skeptical about that, but yeah. I think
It's a
that's
gummy, but I don't understand that.
Nor do I.
Okay, we're gonna up our bet amount. We're gonna do casual $1 today. 50 spins, baby. Oh, I want those.
one of
It
these.
just says free spins. That's sick.
All right.
This one just tells you what you win.
All right.
I don't know what half these symbols mean, dude. Oh, wild.
winning?
Okay.
Are we winning things?
No. No, we're not.
Okay.
I don't think so. I can't tell.
Is it just me or this is going really fast?
It's going really fast. We're already at 35.
I think I might have chosen poorly.
No. I mean, we're not halfway yet, so we don't know. Free spins! Free spins!
Come on,
Free
make
spins!
it happen. Make it
No,
happen.
fuck me. Oh! Wild boost. We got $1.20 on that one. Sick. $1.20. We're not quite halfway yet. Again with the multi-boost, that's an 80 cent. That's a lot for just 80 cents.
Yeah.
60 cents. That's a lot for 60 cents.
There's a lot of to do for 60 cents.
Okay, we're at the halfway point now.
We've been teased once. The teasing should start again soon.
I kind of like the sound effects for how these fall, though. And it kind of actually looks like in between. I know it's supposed to be snow. It kind of looks like cum. It looks like these are all like
A
stuck
little bit,
like cum.
yeah. Yeah, a little bit. I agree.
Okay, 40. Again, a lot to do about 45 cents.
And you do have the possibility that, like, on one spin, you can win multiple times, too, where they keeps dropping.
That is true.
Ooh.
Oh, $9.
Boom!
990, baby. Hey, we won again. 990. There we go.
There we go.
We'll clap it up for that.
Clap it up for that. Tease.
It's not even really teasing us anymore. Okay, we got 10 left now. Sick.
Oh, shit.
Oh my god. Okay.
Yeah.
5 left, baby. That has to be something, right? Okay. Sick. 360, baby. Spin it around.
Yeah.
Woo! Woo! Let's keep her going. Keep falling. Let's go. Keep it falling. Okay.
I like how it makes that twinkle noise.
I kind of do like that. Come on! Last tease! You bitch! Wow.
Big time tease.
I almost want to do another one.
All right, you pick. You pick.
You know what? I'm gonna do touchdown goal for the national championship. For the national championship, Chase.
All right, it was not nice to us last time.
This is not the one we did last time, was it?
I want to say it is, but I don't remember.
I don't think it was this one. I think we did something football.
Oh, not touchdown gold, something football.
Yeah, I think we did. I don't think we did this one.
All right.
Okay. Let's do it again. Let's roll it. Oh, the music.
This music slaps. This is kind of like a Big X Plug beat behind it. What?
This is a little techno-y.
Oh. It's like a Daft Punk album.
A little bit. I like how they don't make a big deal out of winning 60 cents on this one. They don't make it like a big fucking... How do you do?
Not a big to-do about it.
Oh. Look at those helmets. That would have been sick.
Let's hit the grand.
Hey, $1.80. Kind of made a big deal of that one.
Yeah.
Let's get the grand. Let's get a grand prize going here. Ooh, 20 bucks.
Damn.
20 bucks.
I almost had a seizure when that happened.
That was kind of wild.
There's a Diego Maradona documentary that like opens with music like this. It's kind of sick. This might be my favorite music.
This might be just like I might have to like rip this track and just use this song for like when we're playing slots in general.
Yeah. You wouldn't get sued because no one would believe how
no one would
degenerate.
care. No one would give a fuck.
How many we got left?
We got 15 left after this one. It's going fast now. What the fuck? Do-do-do.
Oh.
That's a lot for $1.92 there.
It is a lot for $1.92.
Oh, we would have got the pads again?
I gotta tell you, with the whole ASMR thing of like the soft thudding of these landing in place,
it's kind of nice.
Kind of doing it for me.
Sick.
$1.20.
One more for Washington, baby. That's all they get. Thank you all. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. Any parting words for the people, Chase?
Zip it up and zip it out.
Damn right. We'll see you guys next week for another episode of the Jimnasium.